10 most expensive things owned by Jeff Bezos. When you're the #1 richest man in the world with a net worth of XX, there's little doubt you'll be making outrageous purchases. It's no different for self-made billionaire and owner of Amazon, Jeff Bezos. So what are some of the most expensive things owned by the American tycoon? Let's find out. In this video, we're giving you a roundup of 10 most expensive things Jeff Bezos owns. Before we continue, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Let's begin. Number 10. RoboDog, $74,500. Regular dogs just don't cut it when you're the world's richest man. And considering Bezos' love for everything tech and AI, it only makes sense that the Amazon founder wouldn't settle for anything as mundane as an actual dog. Meet Spot Mini, Bezos' robotic pooch, who looks like he's just walked out of a sci-fi movie. Created by Boston Dynamics, he was first introduced to the world in a picture tweeted by Bezos in 2018. A smiling Bezos could be seen walking his new pet at Amazon's Mars conference in Palm Springs, California. Let's just hope the quirky little thing doesn't pull an Ultron though. Number 9. Lake House, $10 million. Bezos bought a lake house worth $10 million in Seattle in 1998. Spanning across a colossal 5.3-acre area, the property is home to two separate housing units, a 20,600 square foot house consisting of 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, and a 8,300 square foot house with 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. Oh, and Bill Gates is his neighbor. Just 2 neighbors who happen to be billionaires. No biggie. Number 8. A 10,000 square foot apartment, $16 million. Bezos bought a 3,000 square foot condo for $16 million in a building overlooking Madison Square Park. This latest purchase adds to the 3 apartment units worth $80 million that he had already bought in the same 1912 neo-Gothic building last June. The previous purchases, covering an impressive 17,000 square feet, included a 2-floor penthouse with 5 bedrooms, plus additional units situated on the floor below. The latest purchase, however, remains inconsequential to the multi-billionaire's fortune as his net worth continues to climb amidst the pandemic. Number 7. Museum House, $23 million. In 2016, the internet mogul paid $23 million for a former textile museum located in the Kalorama neighborhood in Washington, D.C., with the intention of converting it into a single-family home. Intensive renovations amounting to an additional $12 million added 25 bathrooms, 11 bedrooms, 2 workout rooms, a ballroom, and a whiskey cellar to the property. Today, covering a total area of 27,000 square foot, it's the biggest house in the U.S. Capitol. Nothing less for the richest person in the world would do, obviously. Number 6. Eon Clock, $42 million. Time is money, and Jeff Bezos knows this better than anyone else. Just ask any Amazon employee. But of course, no ordinary timepiece could do for the tycoon, which is why he's building his very own. What's so special about this clock, you may ask? Well, for one, it's supposed to run for 10,000 years. Oh, and it's also built inside a mountain. The Clock of the Long Now, props to whoever named it, is currently under construction in West Texas. Dubbed a symbol for long-term thinking by Bezos, a whopping $42 million has gone into building it so far. The Eon Clock is designed to tick once a year and chime once per millennium. Leave it to Bezos to blow your mind away, right? Number 5. Private jets, $150 million. It's no secret that billionaires like to travel in comfort, but when you're a multi-billionaire, comfort alone won't do. Speed matters too, which is why Bezos has splurged on not 1, but 2 Gulfstream G650 ERs, one of the fastest and most expensive private jet models in the world. The second one, worth $65 million, was only delivered last year. This brings the grand worth of the 2 private jets to an astounding $150 million. Still, nothing too crazy for the world's wealthiest individual, right? Number 4. Hollywood House, $165 million. Jeff Bezos is the proud owner of the ultimate Hollywood dream house in Beverly Hills, California. He snagged the house early this year for an eye-bulging sum of $165 million. making a record for the most expensive home sale in Los Angeles. Covering a massive 9 acres, it features a 13,600 square foot mansion, a 300-foot long tree-lined driveway, greenhouse, sculptural fountains, a tennis and golf court. Whoa, talk about being an actual Amazonian-sized house. The house has a rich history too. Originally built as a Spanish colonial revival, it was converted into a Georgian mansion by Jack Warner, the co-founder of Warner Brothers. It then switched hands in 1990 when it was bought by movie tycoon David Geffen. Adding to the house's star-filled legacy is the rumor that Marilyn Monroe once stayed there as a guest. Number 3. Newspaper, $250 million. In 2013, the Amazon CEO bought the Washington Post and its affiliated publications from the Washington Post Company for a sum of $250 million, making him its sole owner and ending the Graham family's control of the flagship newspaper after 8 decades and 4 generations. While the news of the purchase did come as a surprise, acquiring the 141-year-old newspaper hardly made a dent in the entrepreneur's billions. To the Post, it marked a welcome turn of events, whose ever-dwindling readership had left it in financial straits. Since then, under its new leadership, the newspaper's readership has boomed, as its content has become more suitable for the new digital era. Number 2. Rocket Factory, $1 billion in funding every year. With a personality as dynamic as Amazon's founder, the sky is no longer the limit. In fact, it's only just the beginning. Ever since he was a child, Bezos has been obsessed with space and rockets, dreaming of building space hotels and amusement parks. And in 2000, when he founded Blue Origin, an aerospace company with the goal of enabling commercial human access to space, he got one step closer to realizing his childhood dream. With an annual budget of $1 billion, Bezos has big plans for both his company and humanity. The self-made billionaire plans to develop the infrastructure needed to get 1 million people to reside off-planet. Revolutionary indeed. Amazon's headquarters in Seattle, $4 billion. With a business empire as successful as Amazon, it's only fitting that its headquarters be made to reflect the futuristic vision of its founder. The urban campus, consisting of a bold design of 3 gigantic spheres of glass pentagons, has completely transformed the once sleepy neighborhood into a bustling hub of activity. Spanning an area of 4 downtown blocks, the whole thing is nothing short of an architectural wonder. A whopping $4 billion reportedly went into constructing the complex, which, by the way, is home to botanical gardens, waterfalls, and tree houses, all meant to stimulate employees into thinking disruptive ideas. Innovation at its best, truly. That's a wrap for 10 most expensive things Jeff Bezos owns. Which one of these do you wish you owned? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.